Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Krakenfall and welcome to another unspecified location. Today I want to do a year review, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this because I feel like I kind of suck at year reviews, and last year I didn't even do one. So I figure what better way to just force myself to do it than to get out here somewhere where I can have some fresh air and think some thoughts and say some words, you know? It is like negative 5 degrees Celsius or 22 Fahrenheit right now, so it's freaking cold. Hopefully I don't freeze to death. There will be no ducks today because it's freaking frozen over. It's like 2 inches deep, that ice, thick, I mean, which is just like 3 or 4 centimeters. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I went and got some rocks. If you throw rocks on a frozen pond or whatever, you hear some cool things, so let's try it out. It's still going. You probably can't hear that. I need to find a bigger rock, but let's try it again. Oh, it hit something. Anyway, it's pretty cool. We've got nice tall hills, Western Washingtonian hills. It's another place where ducks might be. Maybe I'll come back here when it's not frozen over. But it's a good place to talk and say words. So let's say words. I know that a lot of people there's been some discourse, let's just put it that way, on the internet about whether or not it's been a good year for gamers. And I would say 100% yes. I think I played more games this year than I've played in a long time. And actually, I think I have my Steam 2023 review, and I played 50 games on Steam. That doesn't include the Switch or any other, devices, but it was a lot, and a lot of them were good. I think most of them were good. And so I would say this year was probably one of the best years for gaming for me in like the last decade. I mean, I remember like waiting for Destiny, the game, to come out in 2013 or 2014? Yeah, 2014, because there was like year after year of droughts for games. And then I think like 2015 and 2016, there was another drought. There was also a lot of shit going on, so maybe people were less ready to play games. But anyway, this year was amazing. I am going to be making a different video for my favorite games of the year that I played. So I'm not going to go too much into the games that I played this year. BIRBS! Did you see it? I'm always surprised to find that there are birds that don't fly migrate for the winter. We have bird feeders in my house, around my house, and hummingbird feeders and just like seed bird feeders. There's a community here. Oh. Is that an actual path? That looks like an actual path. That does not. I'm gonna find out. But yeah, community of bird feeders that there's this one place in my town, in my city. It's a city. Shit, I'm gonna dox myself. That is just, I don't know how it stays in business. Like it has been around for decades, and you go in, it looks nice. They keep it up. It looks like a real nice business. But we've been going there a lot more. Anyway. Tangent upon tangent. The birds don't migrate. They stay. And it's not because of us. Like, there are more birds around town that I live in a city. There are more birds around town that don't migrate. And I'm just surprised. I'm surprised that they don't migrate. Hummingbirds even. They're so small and they stick around. So we have to heat the hummingbirds, the hummingbird feeders, in order to keep them unfrozen for them. Because I don't want them to I don't want them to die. Their metabolisms are so fast. Anyway, this year, it was a good year. I enjoyed it for video games, for sure. There was probably even more games that I didn't get to play, and I'm going to be making a video about that too. Yeah, I do have to say, I mean, there's been, if you follow the gaming news, you've probably seen it too. I think this is one of the worst years for the video games industry. And that, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I have a podcast. It's called Winning Sometimes with me, Matt, and Miliano. And we talked about it last episode, where layoffs just are so damaging to a company and to a team making video games, making software. Layoffs suck. Sometimes you need to do it. Sometimes, like, you have good reasons to do it, but I feel like and feel is an intentional use of the word, when companies make billions in profit and their profit margin is higher than last year, higher than the year before, and they're doing just fine, like the reason for layoffs doesn't exist, especially when, you know, CEOs are making hundreds of millions of dollars and there's no pay cuts. So, like, that's not universally true, obviously. I'm not going to turn this camera around because it is a water retention pond and there are residential houses. So I'm just going to back up so you don't see that. There are reasons for layoffs. You know, if your company is... Here, I'll just go sideways. If your company expanded during COVID because your online service got way bigger or something, like, it makes sense that you may have to cut back because the demand for your service may have gone down. That makes sense. But when you have profit margins so high, like, there's no recourse for, there's no reason. There's no reason for layoffs. Anyway, that's kind of a downer. But it honestly, it's been happening all over the software industry. I don't know if you're an IT or software person in the software IT industry, then you may know about it. There's literally tens of thousands of people looking for jobs right now in software, and so my heart goes out to you if you're one of them. It's really tough. I know that it's a nuanced and complicated situation, or complicated subject. So, I just wish you well if you're looking. I'm very tempted to just be like, oh, come work for, my organization, but no, don't. I hope you find a job in a place that, treats you right. They do exist, despite the overwhelming feeling that it doesn't. But for me, it was a good year. Well, okay, I gotta stop myself there because I'm bad at complaining. I just always try to look on the bright side, and it wasn't that great of a year for me. Hobbs is still sick, and we had to take him to the emergency vet a bunch recently because he's got something called anemia, and we're trying to get to the bottom of that, but it just makes him feel really cruddy and really sick, and I don't really want to think about life without Hobbs, so we're doing everything we can to help him get better. Work has been stressful, as always. I think I talked about it in last video that I'm kind of having to bring the channel down in like time it takes, production, how much I think about it. Am I doing that? I don't know if you can hear that, but this whole walkway is like creaking. It sounds like cracking glass or ice. That doesn't sound good. If it's too loud, I guess I'll have to fix it in post. But yeah, I have a lot of things I want to do to the channel, and a lot of things that I can get excited about, get motivated about, work on for a lot, and then I can't quite get it to the point of completing it or like initiating on it. Like, there's a lot of prep work, so I'm still learning. I would like to get an editor. That's one of those things that it's scary for me because I want to pay them what they're worth. But it's most likely going to be that I'm going to lose a lot of money, even above what I get with the channel, which has slowed down a lot. But I think I really need to just buckle down and start saving for an editor to help make production a reality for all these videos. someone to collaborate. I have mods for both Discord server and the stream. Not for YouTube, although plenty of them would probably help out with YouTube as well. But I'm not gonna, I'm not the type to use unpaid interns, and I'm not the type to take advantage of volunteers, you know? So I also have a bad time trying to ask people to help. So it's a whole thing, and I'm learning about it. I only have so much mental energy to devote to it and make progress on it. So, I don't know. It's okay where it is. I'll keep working on it. But I think the thing I'm most happy to announce for 2023 is that, like, the main goal of my channel, I think I've really succeeded, and that is to relax, help others relax, and provide a place for people to be safe, I guess. It's not like I'm providing real safety, but I'm trying to provide a place where people can have a break from life, a break from scary things, scary decisions, scary, painful, upsetting. There's somebody coming. I think I'll turn around. I'm running away again. Don't run away from your problems, kids. No, I should really just let them pass. What was I saying? I think the bottom line is, for me, and why I started the channel, was that I have found it such a struggle to get through life, because I feel a lot. I feel like things affect me a lot. I feel for people. I feel bad, you know, a lot. And that's because of a lot of reasons. It's because of issues in my past. You know, growing up was kind of difficult. Certainly not comparing to anybody else, but, you know, it's shadows that have been cast over my life that I've been dealing with. And the news nowadays have really focused on getting people mad and upset, and polarizing is just like, I can't deal with it. I fucking hate politics. I fucking hate fighting and conflict, you know. I feel like communication between disparate groups like that really could solve a lot of issues with the shared understanding that, like, we're trying to make it better and we're trying to make it work. And that's lost on the profit centers of the news media. Anyway, that's like the closest I'll get to talking about politics, but it just affects me. It sucks. And I can't do anything. When I feel bad, it takes my mental brain power away from living and being happy and understanding others. And so it's been up in a battle, and I want to make life better for me, for others, you know. I talk to friends who are going through hard times, and it's so hard to see beyond the issue that you're dealing with. It's so hard to get outside of yourself and realize, like, you know, that class that you're going through, that seems like it's going to decide the rest of your life, you know, from here on out, depending on whether you pass or fail. That's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. You're going to figure it out, whether you pass or fail, you know? That breakup you're going through, where you may have seen yourself living with that person for the rest of your life. The loneliness of being alone. Those situations will pass. And sometimes it's about just being patient to get past that. I want to help people with the only way I know how, which is playing video games most of the time, but just like chilling out. So, you know, it's not so bad. It's not going to be so bad later, you know, good times will come. And so if you can stop, you know, touch your toes, touch your arms, touch your shoulders, make sure everything is still there, make sure you're sound of mind and body, and not in, like, you know, are you feeling bad, but like in the way that, like, can you think today? Can you think tomorrow? It's going to be all right. And yeah, that was the point. I made a music video last year. It was like the end of 2022. Because I do make a little bit of music. It's a song called Taught. which is like strained, it's stressed, it's pulled tight, because that's what I was feeling when I made it. I made a music video, and in fact, why don't you just, I'll put a link right here, and you can go watch it if you want, if you're interested. But the whole point of it is to tell people that you're okay. It's gonna be all right. Because that's what I've learned dealing with all this stuff. And so if I can make this place, and this is such a long way, I apologize to say this, if I can make this channel a place where you can understand from moment to moment, series to series, episode to episode, video to video, that it is all right, then I will have succeeded. And I feel like that's where I'm going pretty good. I guess what I'm saying is I'm happy with the channel. I'm happy with what's going on. I'm happy where we're at. There's so much I want to do. I can share a bit of it. I'm working on, I talked about it a little bit last video, but I'm still working on it. A video on how to use AI in a non-destructive or non-replacement type of way. I'm building some tooling to help process my streams that I do turn into YouTube series, and to formats that I can process a lot better and edit more faster. So then I'm working on that. I'm using AI for that. I've got more games that I want to play, like small little series like Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, Tunic, which I'm really sad that I didn't get to this last year. I finally played Journey, but there are more games like that that I'm really looking forward to playing and relaxing with. I am planning on doing more reacts, so I know I said that and I haven't done it in the last, 2 months, 3 months, but I think I'm ready for the next one. I'm going to do Hydroneer, and I've got something planned for it that I'm a little excited about. It took a little bit to get going. Yeah, so future is bright. I think, provided that, nothing crazy happens this year. I mean, I am dealing with some life things right now that I'm not comfortable sharing on the channel, but provided that nothing crazy happens, I am looking forward to everything that's going to happen to the channel. So that does bring me to another sort of problem that I've been trying to figure out, which is how do I package things better for the algorithm? I think I have not been playing the algorithm game very well at all. I do not want to go through and just revamp my channel to like be totally dependent on the algorithm and just, make content that is like sacrifice to the algorithm god, so to speak. For instance, there's one thing, it's common wisdom now for YouTubers, which is, have your channel be focused on one thing. And if I were to be completely honest, my channel popped off from the algorithm because of reactions. If I were to completely sacrifice to the algorithm gods, I would need to do more reactions to get the algorithm onto this channel, and I would need to start a new channel for any of the other stuff that I want to do. Right now, I'm kind of running it in a Jacksepticeye type way, but Jacksepticeye has 23 million or more subscribers. Even if 30% or frickin' 5% of his subscribers watch his, every upload, then he's got great numbers per video. So I don't have that. Do I need to create another channel to like do developer videos where I kind of like do projects with AI or, that AI editing? Like, I don't know if it'll do well on this channel. And if it doesn't, I guess, whatever. I don't really know. Like, all of the other stuff I want to do, the Ways to Chill videos never really performed. I mean, I think they got a couple hundred views. My gaming series don't really perform unless people are really interested, like Satisfactory and Inscription, which was a blast. So am I just playing the wrong games, or do I need another channel for gaming? I don't really want to do that, but what do you think? Would you follow to the new channel if you were interested? I wonder if it's a problem of me not formatting and packaging my videos in the right way and publishing them to the right place for the algorithm to pick them up. Like, am I just being stubborn and putting them all into one channel? I don't know. Maybe I need to take a class on YouTube algorithm or something. I don't know. So I think that's like, if I was going to have one New Year's resolution, I think that's going to be it. Is that like, I do have a limited amount. Ooh, that's a big bird. That's huge. I don't know if you can tell. Damn. It's hard to tell with this camera. It's like an osprey. Ooh, there's a bald eagle. There's the big bird, but there's the bald eagle. Is that just like a different type of bald eagle? I don't know. But look at that guy. Oh, that's so cool. I freaking love bald eagles. What were we even talking about? I don't remember.
A few moments later.
Okay. If I have one New Year's resolution, I think it would be, with my limited amount of time and like mental space that I have to work on channels and videos and stuff, like, get better at the algorithm, get better at, you know, figuring out how to package my stuff so that people will see it. Even though I'm not playing a numbers game, I do want people to see the content that I make so that they can relax, you know? Not, I want to infect your lives, no. It makes no sense to be making things to help people and then not make it in a way that people will see it. So here's to 2024. Here's to a better, I'm still distracted by that bald eagle. There, I saw like 3 or 4 more. I think there's one that doesn't have a bald head or a white head, and I think that might be a juvenile. But it's huge, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just an osprey or something in there. Well, ospreys aren't as big as bald eagles. I don't know. But I did see at least 2 white-headed bald eagles. Anyway, distracted again. Here's to 2024. Here's to better content, better direction, and better luck. I don't know. I better get going now. I was hoping to record multiple videos out here, but it is freezing, and I had to sit down in some snow. Okay, I didn't have to, but I did. So my ass is freezing right now. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I know that if you're watching this and you're watching this long, then you're a real one. So thank you. I appreciate it. You have a great 2024, and I hope this is going to seem really cryptic and maybe a little concerning, but I hope your 2024 has started better than mine. But I'm all right. Do let me know down in the comments what you think about the algorithm conundrum. And if you want me to play a series, let me know. If you are looking forward to different Krakenfall videos, let me know. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Hit up my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/Krakenfall. I stream Thursdays at 6 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. PST on Fridays, and the weekends whenever I can. I think I am going to be starting to stream simultaneously on YouTube. I just have to figure out the logistics of that, and if my internet can handle it, because upload speeds are needed for that. Peace. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.